think it's really weird that she's had a lot of this like dialogue and rhetoric around like Krept's beliefs and the child, and then all of a sudden like she's got this podcast out. This is all alleged. I don't know if this is really it, but this is just what I'm psychoanalyzing. For followers, it can feel uplifting. Look at her change. Wow, she's managed to get out. And a lot of girls want validation from someone like this. Where do we draw the line? Becoming born again, doing like this and that and the third, and then just like religious psychosis, and this person is mentally unwell. Like, where do we draw the line? Is this evangelism? Is this declaration of faith? Or is this jabs at your ex-baby daddy? So we've looked at how one influencer's story fits into broader patterns. Over-actualized branding, then we see the Christian rebrand reboot, allegedly. Critique of other faiths. Let's remember, real faith, real redemption, real parenting are far more complex than Instagram posts. Let's hold influencers to account, not just for what they say, but how they use power, children, and faith in their public narratives. Many influencers with highly sexualized pasts publicly adopt strict Christian identities quickly after trauma or motherhood, then use that new identity and sometimes their child as proof of their moral turnaround. This can become performative, contradictory, and harmful to followers. I don't know what her past is, like her trauma. We can see that she's gone from like one baby daddy to an ex. This is just all trauma. I just feel like instead of like sitting on a podcast and dictating and telling other girls like you can do it, I don't think you have done it, babe. You had a baby a year ago. You haven't done it. You need to heal. Still an open wound. Don't do up all of this rhetoric about Krept, because as I said, his child is set for life. The other one probably is, because he definitely wouldn't have had that child if he didn't have money. But one thing I want to say is he as involved as this child? Like, I don't even know Krept like that. The only reason I know him is because of this. You. Are you alright, babe? Get it together. Okay? Get it together. Get it together, girl. We all know what it is. We all see it. That's why you've gone over to the other side. And you're just out here like just being ABUSE and covering it in hyper-religiosity. One thing that I noticed on the most recent interview that she did for this podcast, she was talking about her colourful past, saying that she used to do partying, you know what, this high life. She weren't doing this up before, because we only know you as Krept's baby mother. Come on, let's be honest, girl. Sasha, we just know you as Krept's baby mum. Now you're trying to rebrand yourself as this Christian single mum influencer. I don't get it. Like a baby that you had a year ago. Like, I'm trying to get it, trying to grasp it. The trauma, mental health turning point. So after a crisis or becoming a mother, because it's very traumatic, especially trying to like grasp all of that internalization, because a lot of the women internalize misogyny and patriarchy. That's why she's sitting on the internet saying, I'm reminded of the consequences of my decision making. One of my little ones does not get to attend church with me as she's with her father. God is still good and I trust him with her life. Of course you do. Of course you trust him with her life. That's why you had her, girl. So you would be set up for life. Of course you trust her with your life, because you knew having a baby would set you up for life. Oh girl, please. Oh girl, bye. Girl, bye. Bye. Young women, don't be so quick to make life-changing decisions. Oh, because Sasha, are you crying in a Lamborghini? How did you get everything you got, girl? How did you get that core? Like, baby girl, how did you meet that baby daddy? How were you able to be in them circles? Let's not do that. Because when you get one brother and then you move up, you network and you move through his connects and girl, let's not do that. Don't be so quick to make life-changing decisions. Get to know God first and do things his way. Baby girl, let me talk. There's a gospel singer called Osadachi from Nigeria, girl. She was a national treasure, okay? And her husband, who was a pastor, unalived her, girl. He thought it was her duty to be a submissive, wearing the abuse as the crown, this, that, and the third. She's not with us today, baby girl. He's going to be unalived in Nigeria, so the kids are orphans. So what are you telling me? She did it the right way. So girl, there's a lot that you need to learn. Do you see why I'm saying study to show yourself a proof and be saved for a minute? All right, baby girl, without having a child there, without having just riding. Have you ever had a time when you're single, girl? You want to be coming on and telling Christian gal them what? Or have you ever had a time when you're single? Have you ever had a time when you've had to survive off the back by yourself on your own, girl? Or have you always got what you want because of that face and that body? What are we doing outside in these streets? Take it personally, babe, because I spent 18 years building these places of worship, so people like you could come into the cut and be doing this up. This is a moral duty. This is an obligation that I have, sweetie pie. Get to know God and do things his way. Actual sin is all fun and games until you're in a situation you wish was different. Gal them, I'm going to say again that I'm sure Krept is a millionaire, okay? Because this girl is so delusional. She's set for life because she had a baby with a rapper. All right, girls? She's with her kids. She's got with man them with money. Don't believe a word that this girl says that comes out of her mouth. She hasn't struggled a day in her life. Why are we listening? You gal them are living paycheck to paycheck. You gal them are pick-me's. You're working really hard for where you got. Now she's going to do up this rebrand as a pick-me. I'm at peace with my life, but I'm at liberty to warn young women of the consequences of trying to be the god of your own life. How did the god of your own life work out, girl? Because all I see you do is just, you don't work. Because of the men that you've had kids with, my love, you're set for life. Okay? So how was that a bad decision, baby girl? You know what, Sasha? You should have married one of these men that a lot of these guys have to marry. That you would be doing 50-50. You wouldn't be looking the way you're looking, sweetheart. Because you'd be having to go to work like I was doing a 9 to 5. You're sitting doing manicures and buying designer bags and whatever on Krept's credit card. Do you know what I mean? Like, are you alright, babe? Are you really outside trying to do this up? She's got a bloody cheek. Yeah, them like me that are struggling, you know. I've dealt with these narc man them in the cult, and she's got a man that loves and adores her child, that her child's set for life because and her backside. That's why she did it. Find God, then let him lead you to a man who will love you like Christ loves the church. Anything else, no matter how dressed up it is, simply will not do. And you are rolling the dice with your future. The fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. It's like, girl, give me a Kit Kat, have a break. Why don't you go and have a retreat? Yeah, and go and deal with some of that trauma. Because this is screaming projection, and this is screaming, I haven't dealt with any of my trauma. This is just giving mean girl, pretty privilege, wrapped and packaged in hyper-religiosity, girl. Giving Regina! That's what it's giving, girl. This rapid rebrand, public, I was lost, now I'm saved, it's announced before any long healing or therapeutic process takes place. I'm not saying that this hasn't happened, because this is just based off my psychoanalysis and allegedly. Once rebranded, they often judge other people. Then we've got the patriarchal framing. So many adopt strict Christian gender norms, policing other women's sexuality and choices, while their own past is simplified into a redemption story. So she forgets about being the 304, and then she starts becoming this martyr of, 304s and how to turn your life around, all right?